it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and happy New Year's Eve. So, kind of fun. Sketch Sunday has ended up on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve this year. So, we kind of get to tell you happy and merry different things. So, super exciting. Very excited about the new year. So, today's sketch, I cannot pronounce who it's from, but it is up there in the corner. Moira picked this one out. So it has a single photo that is framed, and then it's got what to me looks like some paper strips and doily, maybe some mixed media. I am not going to opt to do any additional mixed media because I am using this collection from Cocoa Vanilla Studios. It is the Happy Days collection, and I really feel like this background paper has that kind of mixed media look to it. I don't feel like I need to add anything else. So I have this cute picture of my husband just chilling in a palm tree. And so I knew I wanted to use that. And in the die cut pack, there is a little frame. So I've got the frame going on, but it's not the full frame that you see in the sketch, but has kind of the same idea. And then I pulled a couple of doilies, and I'm going to decide on that blue one for now. And now I'm going to go through my scraps and kind of decide what I'm going to use for those strips of paper that go on the base of the photo as well as on the top. So I decided to leave this in so I could kind of show you how I store my scraps. I can't tell you how I organize them because they're not organized at all. They are literally just thrown in this iris container. But it works. And starting in January, For the Love of Scraps, maybe that's not the name. Oh, I forget what it's called. But that is coming up. So I will definitely be digging into this iris container, and I think my plan is to kind of go through it and kind of make like page kits maybe. And I may bring in just a white piece of cardstock, or I may bring in a full pattern paper, because I think those are the rules. You can only have one full piece of paper. Everything else has to be a scrap. So I think it is Baby Got Scraps. Okay. So I have pulled out several, and the majority of them actually are branding strips, which I actually thought was pretty funny to find branding strips in my scrap bin, because I normally keep my branding strips in a container. So I'm definitely going to have to remember to maybe that should kind of be my thing, is not only am I pulling from my scrap bin, but I need, for each little kind of page kit that I make, I need to bring in a branding strip, because I got to get those used up. Like, I like them, but I need to use them. So for the bottom, I have 2 branding strips, a scrap piece of paper, and then I found this scrap piece of gold vellum. So I'm going to put that down as well. So that's going to kind of be the base. And then if you look at the sketch, it's got some more up at the top, which I really like the idea of the big separation. Sometimes when I layer up all of those strips, like I did not too long ago, I believe, it's really busy, and sometimes I'm okay with that, but the majority of the time I like more is more, but not crazy busy. So I like the idea that these strips are just on the top of the photo and on the bottom of the photo. I think that is absolutely brilliant. So Now that I have my strips, I decided I wanted a little bit of this pink down at the bottom as well. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that there. And now I am going to do a little embellishing. So I'm going to see what I have. I know I want to use this die cut piece. It's actually from the Vicki Boutin Where to Next ephemera pack, but it says Time to Relax. And I knew that that's what I wanted my title to be. So I had already kind of pulled that. And for this Hawaii trip, I am using a combination of that Vicki Boutin collection, this Cocoa Vanilla collection, and then I think I am pulling in, not Candy Crush, Sweet Rush, also from Vicki Boutin. So I think those are kind of the three main collections that I'm working with for this trip. So we'll see if that's enough. I took a lot of pictures and I'm going to have to figure out, I think I'm going to do some pocket pages because I did so many photos of just like the vegetation, the florals, and just the really cool like plants and stuff. And I probably should have cut them down, like printed them off in a smaller size. And I still may go back and do that. I'm not sure. We'll kind of play it by ear. So I'm going to start making some clusters. I have a little camera that says Happy Snaps over to the left, as well as some florals. And then on the top, I have a floral and a little speech bubble that says, "Hey, you're awesome." So I'm going to put that up there. I did decide I wanted to pop up my title a little bit, so I just had some fun foam kind of floating around on my desk. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that title up. Now from the sticker sheet, I'm going to find, I'm going to find that, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to find that orange circle and I'm going to add that kind of to the middle. I felt like there was just like a lot of that blue, like bam in my face. So I'm going to add that circular sticker to kind of break it up a little bit. And then I'm going to add 3 tiny word stickers. They say, "So much fun. You light up my life. This is the best." And I'm just going to put those kind of in that trapped space between the two. And then in the sketch, there is some paper clips. So I went in my stash and I found these paper clips from Paper Studio that I got on clearance, and the colors are perfect. So I'm going to add 2 of those, and I'm going to stick those 3 back in my stash for this trip. So I also have this silver doily, and now I've introduced some silver clips. So I'm thinking maybe I want the silver doily, but that blue one is stuck down pretty good. So I'm like, okay. Well, I am not much of a mixed metal kind of person. Sometimes it doesn't bother me, but I would say the majority of the time I do like to stick with one metal per layout. So I'm going to go ahead and take that gold vellum off, and then I'm going to add half of this doily in there. And I love how that looks. I'm contemplating, do I need something else where I had that strip of vellum, and I really don't think so. I like it exactly how it is. So I'm going to take a little bit of time and glue everything down. And that is going to do it for this layout. So I love how this turned out. Make sure you check out the description box down below because everybody who is playing along with Sketch Sunday will have their links there. And of course, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Love to chat with you. Love to know what your scrappy New Year's resolutions are. I haven't made mine yet, so maybe you could tell me and I can incorporate them. So remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next year. Bye.